Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.
Now then, welcome back to Imagine Not Being Leeds. Transfers, rumours. Is it all just a load of shite? Love to know your thoughts. As a fan, I enjoy the whole rumour mill. It fills the void of the lack of games. Well, 0 games. I remember in COVID, that's when I sort of started watching Joe and Connor and other content creators more often than not. Transfer rumours, I absolutely loved them. The whole Ben White saga, stuff like that, it really added to the drama. At the end of the day, it's entertainment, it's football. The YouTube seems entertainment. If you watch the right channels, you are entertained, it's an enjoyment. They have to put content out, do, sites, the press, the media, and also content creators. The people wages, people's bills need paying, stories need to be talked about. So they get put out there in the ether, and the YouTube community have to talk about them because there's no else to talk about. I find that a little bit difficult. I'm trying, I'm going to keep trying the transfer rumours. As and when I see fit. It's not something I'm going to touch on a lot, but I'm going to do it now and again. If I fancy talking about one because it excites me, I'll come and I'll let you guys know. If I feel like one's shit, I'll let you guys know as well. But in terms of what's going on at the minute, I'm happy with the players we are linked with. 100%. How can you not be happy with, 2 players there? We're linked with in a £40 million double swoop, apparently, for Kelleher and Shimikas from Liverpool. Just won the title. Great players for me. Outside that bracket of not quite good enough for a team that's won Premier League. I'd probably say that's fair. So then if you fall out of those Champions League spots, which I think Kelleher is probably potentially almost a European player, but if you fall out of them spots and you're in with the rest, Leeds may not be the best side or the best place to finish, higher than the rest, but you'd have to say as a club, as a project, as an exciting team to join, Leeds, some would say, are the best of the rest. Your Evertons, your Evertons, your Palaces, your West Hams. There's a lot of sides down there who you look at and go, a couple of stable years, Leeds could be, above that pack and pushing. So, yeah, I think we should be linked with these players. I think it's an obvious link for players who aren't going to, who are at Champions League clubs at the minute and aren't probably in their thinking and thought process for going forward. You drop out of that sort of list and you're looking at Leeds United and the rest really, and we are linked with every player that Palace, Everton, West Ham, the players they're linked with, Leeds United are linked with, and there's no surprise there. Kelleher won't be linked with Burnley, he won't be linked with Sheffield United or Sunderland, whoever comes up, but Leeds United, we are in the mix. So I understand that Sean Longstaff one I actually think we could do. But what I want to sort of say is, obviously we know, pinch of salt, a lot of salt on some of these transfer rumours. Is it just clickbait shit? Because the 49ers do not go public, do not leak information. Or if they do leak it, are they hoodwinking us? Are they sending us elsewhere while they do the dealings in silence? We always say that Leeds United work in silence. The January transfer window infuriated a lot of us last 2 years because there's not much to talk about. The content creators at the time have struggled with January windows because there's not much to talk about and it frustrates us as fans. It's exciting now, new stadium plans, extending the stadium, the excitement of getting promoted, the whole, the joy and the euphoria we felt this last month or so. It's been amazing. You start leaking transfers out there, it just feeds the giant that is Leeds United. It's just easy links to put out there. Are they legit though? I hope they are, because they're fucking brilliant players, some of these, brilliant players. I'd love some of these to come to Leeds United. But how credible are they? I mean, without breaking down each link, you look at it and some of them will be from legitimate sources potentially. But the 49ers, how many signings have they made in the last 2 years? How many have been linked for a suspended period of time? If we don't sign anybody for another week or two, which I don't think we can yet, that'll mean Kelleher will have been out there for a month. Shimikas potentially. Beto potentially. Longstaff potentially. So many players have been linked with now and a few weeks ago that rumble on. How many players have Leeds been linked with in the last 2 seasons for more than 48 hours that we've fucking signed? Kamara, we knew about him months before. He was at Rangers in the 23s. We had him on ice while we were trying to get other targets. We went back for him when I believe we didn't get Tanaka. And other players we didn't manage to get. He was probably our third choice. We went and got Kamara. We knew about that deal. Pirro, sort of new for maybe a few days. Ampadu came out of nowhere. Rodon, the first when we signed him on loan, come out of nowhere. Solomon come out of nowhere. Ramazani come out of nowhere. We know the player, but the signing come out of nowhere. We hear the story. Within 24 hours, it's done. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. I'm yours. How many transfers do the 49ers do that we've known about for 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks? It just hasn't happened. I'm not saying it won't happen, because I genuinely believe some people on this list I think we'll get. I think Longstaff's very gettable. I think Kelleher and Shimikas. I hope these are the players we are going to sign. I hope they are. Maybe because we've got in the Premier League. Maybe these links will be more true because there's a lot of, obviously, there's a lot more focus on the Premier League. Maybe things are getting leaked from the other clubs that we haven't had to contend with being in the Championship. Maybe, you know, the monster's a lot bigger when you're in the Premier League. And this whole transfer rumour business, it's massive. It's people's jobs, you know. The media people make a massive living out of rumours and transfers and clicks. When in the Premier League, that's been amplified, obviously. But I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts. Like, out of the current list of players we sort of linked with, I'm assuming you'll be happy with some of these links, because they are some incredible players, I think, for Leeds United. It's a newly promoted side. Kelleher, Shimikas, you know, they are Longstaff as well. They're decent players for Leeds United. You can't grumble at the list of players we're linked with, but they are the obvious links too. They are the obvious players that aren't in the thoughts of the current clubs going forward, I don't believe. So it knocks them down in the crop that Leeds United are probably going to be mixing in. So, like I say, when you look at the 49ers, can someone tell me any more players that we've been linked with for several weeks and it's been correct? I just aren't too sure. People have to make a living. I don't. My living's in that building I'm going to go in now. I do videos as and when I want to. And if it excites me or I want to talk about it, I'll do it. But obviously so many people out there have to talk about links and have to talk about stuff, and that's fine. You know, that's brilliant. I enjoy watching, I do. But seriously, how many of them are actually credible? Because the 49ers just don't do this. They don't. So let me know in the thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And everyone, have a good day. It's the weekend. I'm working tomorrow, so I'm a little bit sad about that. But all good in the hood today. Have a good one. Take care, everyone. March on together. Like and subscribe.